Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Phiri Mike. I'm an engineer by professional, which is a mechanical engineer. I'm representing General Workshops. As you can see, I welcome you to this cultural integration and operational signage between the Chinese and us Zambian staffs. So our training content, it has got more than 5 parts. The first one is introduction of general workshops, and then the second one it's the organizational structure, and then we'll talk about communication, the overview of the department, the trades that we have within the section, which is mechanical, the mobile plant and equipment, safety and compliance, and then the last one will conclude our lesson for today. So as general workshops, we provide the technical expertise to all the departments. We handle mechanical, electrical, and related tasks. In terms of repair works, I would take for the mining department, the people who normally uses the pumps. All those pumps that you see at mining department, operations department, we normally do them within our department. It's good that NFCA has got expertise. People are able to do things on their own. We don't normally take to outside to repair them. As general workshop, we respond to all breakdowns and technical challenges. And we normally ensure the smooth functioning of the workshop and the plant activities. So the second slide, this is how our workshop looks. We've got lathe machines, bolling machines, drilling machines, welding machines, cutting machines, and then these are also lathe machines. So in terms of whatever we provide within the department, we provide the issue of fabrication, maintenance, and repair services. So we fabricate structures, any structure which is being given to us. We work according to the instructions, as I said, and then we perform routine and preventive maintenance. We repair faulty, worn or worn out damages, which means once we repair those items, the equipment or the machineries, which means we are extending the services, the lifespan of the machine, and reducing the cost of the company. We normally support operation in terms of production and plant reliabilities. We keep equipment operation and available for production. And we normally reduce the downtime of the production interruptions. We ensure consistent and reliable plant efficient and continuous operations. Our core technical support. The department consists of different trades. We've got boiler makers, electricians, we've got machinists, we've got mechanical fitters, we've got operators, both for the loader and the excavator. So it's a department which consists different types of the trades. We do act more like a backbone of other departments because we normally assist them in one way or the other in order to make sure that the breakdowns that they have, if we can be involved into that, we can assist one another. We ensure in terms of support operation, production and plant reliabilities, we ensure equipment is available and are functioning when needed. So this is just an introduction of our workshop. This is just a departmental structure. We've got a cost accountant here. The first person is the manager, which is Mr. Zozi. And then there's a deputy manager, which is me. And then we've got this part, the machinists. We've got the boiler makers. We've got the rewinders. We've got the fitters. This is the transport, the garage section where we have, and then we've got the auto mechanics. We've got auto body repairs. We've got the tire fitters. And then this side, it's aggregate crushing plant, which involves, there's a foreman, there's sales, we've got the PIC, we've got the crusher operator, we've got the operators for the loaders, excavator, the truck driver. In our department, we've got key areas that we normally look at in terms of communication, because we do understand in any organization where communication is not taken seriously, we may have a lot of challenges. Communication is the sharing of information between mining teams. Why we've indicated mining teams is within our department, we need to communicate efficiently to ensure that everyone understands the instructions. In terms of safety, everyone understands the hazards involved into that. So I thought it wise to say that we need to work so much on communication so that we are able to understand each other. So once we improve communication skills in any mining operations, we'll avoid such kind of issues. Then we'll have the clear and accurate information flow which needs to be given. So communication also strengthened teamwork and coordination. If you can see here on number 8, we've indicated a keyword, coordination. If people they are not coordinating, then the job will suffer. So in any organization, anywhere we go to, whether being in operations, whether being in concentrator, there's need to understand what coordination is all about so that we can do the work according to the way it's supposed to be done. And then in terms of communication again, as we can see here, prevents accidents and unsafe decision. That's why we normally have a safety talk every day in the morning at our department. We normally have it 5 to 10 minutes so that we can communicate in order to prevent accidents and unsafe decision whenever we are working. So once we do communicate nicely, again, it will ensure us to have a quick response in terms of emergency. So there is even support to comply with safety standards and procedure. I'm sure we all know that NFCA has got safety standards and procedures that we follow. There's a PPE, personal protective equipment, the work suit that we normally get, the safety boots that we normally get, even the hard hats. This one, again, it will fall under communication. Reason being, it's SOP, Safe Operating Procedures. This one normally works on most of the machines that we have. Even the cage that we have, even the winding drivers, they need to know the safe operating procedure of that machine. Even underground machinery, we've got the safe operating procedure. Before you start any machine, what do we need to follow? In case of any emergency, what do we need to follow? So now in terms of communication, we've got the types of communication, but I'll just tackle 2, which is verbal and written communication. The first one, verbal communication, it can be face to face. So the face-to-face, we've got normally every day, the daily briefings and the tools box talk. The daily briefings, it's even indicated here on number 10. Like I said, we normally have safety talk every day in the morning before the start of the shift. So, and the third one, a quick update between the employees. The second one is written communication. There's these log books that we use. There's the shift handover books. This simply means if I come for work today, I'm able to know what needs to be done. And I can only know that if the previous shift had given me something to tell, to say that, okay, Phiri, what needs to be done today is we've been given a task to say that we need to produce, let's say, 10,000 tons today. And despite producing that 10,000 tons, one of the machine is not operating the way it's supposed to operate. I'll be told so that I'm able to know exactly what needs to be done. Should I continue using the same machine despite being given the target of 10,000 tons per ton? Or should I work on the actual machine in order not to bring about the issue of breakdowns. So there's a written document that is given to each and every person. The maintenance logs and then the safety notices. If there's unsafe and hazard in between, then we are able to be told what needs to be done. So we need to follow exactly what is indicated there. So in terms of communication structure, at our department, we know exactly to say that we need to communicate thoroughly. So it starts with the head of departments or the supervisor. The supervisor can communicate direct to the team leaders or the shift supervisors. And then the shift supervisors can also communicate to the operators and the support staff. Again, it will go back as usual. Because if we don't follow this channel of communication, then it will be very difficult for us to work. So it starts here, it goes down, and then from the support staff, and then it starts going back. It goes back to the team leaders, and then they report back to the head of department and the supervisors. So again, to our department, we thought it wise to say that in terms of delegation, we need to understand what delegation is all about. Because once the head of department sits with the supervisor, they plan on what is supposed to be done today. The supervisors will delegate to the relevant people who are supposed to work on that task. Delegation is the assignment of task. Any task that we are given being delegated to, and the responsibilities from a supervisor to the subordinates. What we mean by subordinates is those employees who are under the supervisor. So delegation ensures work is completed efficiently and safely. So it helps to develop skills and empower employees. And then the purpose of delegation is just to distribute work in order to reduce work overload to the supervisor. And then we improve team efficiency and productivity. We also ensure tasks are done by the right people. Yeah, this is just the delegation flow. We thought of having a structure for the delegation flow. So to our side, it's either from the supervisor, the head of department, who delegates the task to the team leaders. With operations, they normally have the shift supervisors, who assigns the task to the operators or technicians. So once these people they are assigned the task, then they need to make sure that once they are done, they need to report back to the departmental head or the supervisor. So concerning skills enhancement within the department, we've got the basic operation communication. We need to speak clearly. I know this time around, what we normally experience, the culture between the Chinese and Zambian culture. We normally have a little bit some challenges in terms of communication, but we are happy that we are bringing this lesson so that we are able to relate very well together. We need to speak clearly and respectfully with colleagues. It's just a simple task. If it's me being a head of department or the one in charge of the department, I need to make sure that when I'm talking to my subordinates, I need to be clear. I don't need to use abusive language. I don't need to use the language that will affect another employee. Because what normally happens, I may use the words which might not suit the other part and is going to be offended. What will happen? That person will be working under hunger. And then which becomes now the safety aspect. At the end of the day, that person in terms of work is going to work and then injure himself because of too much things running into his head. It's not all the time we should be engaging our safety departments whenever we have a problem. We need to engage them even if we don't have an accident so that they're able to tell us exactly what needs to be done. So, like I said, we need to actively do instructions and these safety briefings. We've got this issue of use of radio messages, alarms, the signal effectively. Most of the people underground are able to understand this in terms of communication. And there's need of us to report hazards, progress and equipment issues. And we do encourage our subordinates to participate in any meetings, and then the toolbox talks that we normally have during safety briefings. Again, this is just a communication flow. It was already indicated there. So the meaning, we need to communicate clearly and ensure we have a safety and a smooth operation. We need to follow the maintenance checklists. I explained even this one in the earlier discussion. And then we've got the issue of the use of written information to perform tasks safely and correctly. I think on this one, safety departments, they've taken keen interest and they've been doing it the way it's supposed to be done. The other issue on integration and facilitation. I think language has always been a barrier in any organization. If we don't communicate efficiently with a language that would definitely be understood by two parties, we may reach to an extent whereby we do not coordinate at the end of the day. So we are saying language helps employees understand each other's work styles and cultures. It bridges the difference between Chinese and Zambian employees. Instead of turning over, Mr. Shu won't understand to say that turn over. And then he will tell me to say that fangula. I will be able to understand, oh, fangula is saying we need to do this. So these are the issues that we need to understand each other. Like that, we are going to make sure that we promote team cohesion, we trust each other, and then there's proper collaboration between the Chinese and us Zambian employees. So the purpose, I said it, we normally reduce misunderstanding and errors. We need to encourage open communication in every daily talks. If I am a supervisor or I'm being the head of the department, I need to make sure that there's an open communication in every daily talks that we have. I'm not supposed to be a boss in that department or section. I'm supposed to be a leader who is able to listen to what other people are saying. I may not know everything. At the end of the day, I will discover that one of the subordinates might have a bright idea more than what I have. So we need to encourage each other. We have open communication that will result into respect and then appreciate cultural differences. And then we will improve the efficiency and the teamwork within the mine operations. How language enables teamwork? We normally give clear instructions and then using simple, understandable words, and then ensures everyone follows the safety and operation procedures. We need to make sure that we learn common phrases, greetings, and etiquette. We need to respect traditions and practices of both teams. I will respect the views of his culture and the practices, the tradition that is involved in Chinese. Because I was very lucky in 2017, I went to China for a month and I was able to visit a lot of places in China and I was able to see exactly what normally happens in China. It was the first time to be in China, but I had learned a lot from there. So the meaning of language is just a bridge connecting cultural and work style differences, which leads to a safer, more productive, harmonious mining operations. English and communication skills. I think we need to provide a suitable platform for professional English learning. This is what is being done at the moment. And then to develop the language communication skills among employees. And we need to support China-Zambia integration initiatives in mining operations. This one we do appreciate because this year I saw some people going to China. Mr. Singoi is one of them. I appreciate with our employers, with the work that is being done, because you are able to take us there so that we are able to see exactly what normally happens in China. And we are able to see different things which are there. In terms of communication skills, I think we ensure employees are prepared for long-term collaboration and growth. So the key components of English learning, regular courses and workshops. Next time, I think I would request for management. It's us who are here in front trying to explain exactly what is happening. The next move, it's us now to sit there so that the Chinese are able to give us the actual information that is being given to you. So it will be good so that us we are able to learn one or two things from there. And then we need to focus on technical and operational language. The meetings, reports, and toolbox that we normally have within the departments. Our department, like I said in the first place. And then we'll see according to the technical expertise that we have within the workshop. And at aggregate, even garage, I would say that we've got boiler makers. These boiler makers, as you can see here, I think in the system with the Chinese, I think we are told, is it welders, the way you call them? With the Chinese, the common name that you use is welders. Yeah, this is one of the components. This is a hopper. It has got three parts. There is a feeder, a hopper, and a chute. And then this one is a complete platform. I'm sure people from mining department and operations, you saw this. This one is a platform which was being used when they were reinforcing the service shaft. All these things which were put mainly on the service shaft, most of them were being fabricated from central workshop. The fitters, they do assemble mechanical components, equipment, they carry out preventive maintenance. I would say that all the pumps that are being used underground, they are normally done by the fitters. And the same fitters, they do preventive maintenance, they diagnose, and then the repair maintenance faults, and then we ensure the correct alignment, fitters, and operations of machineries. They play a very, very big role in terms of to enhance efficiency in terms of production and everything. So you can see this one is a pump, but this one is smaller than what mining department has. This one is a MD500, but we've got the biggest pump here at Mukurumpe, which has got more than 13 stages. So all those pumps, we normally do them within in-house. Why we do so? We normally cost save what is supposed to be spent by taking those items outside. So we need to be cost efficiency in everything that we do. This is one of the machinists. He's performing his work. He's making some threads. And then the amateur winders. These are the people normally rewind electric motors, generators, amateurs. And then we do test the motors to improve equipment reliability and extend service life. So as you can see here, this is just one of the motors. This is the motor which is being done now within the workshop. We do repair the motors within in-house. We've got different types of motors from 0.5 kilowatts up to 2,000 megawatts. From 0.5 to 2,000 megawatts. But this one is 110 kilowatt motor. This man who is here is just making some coils. The actual coils which are being put on the motor. So this is the first machine that we normally use. We make some coils and then we put them inside the motor. And then we've got electricians as usual who does the preventive maintenance on the electrical, installation of electrical windings, the panels, motors, and the actual people who normally certify to say that once we are done with this one, they will be able to certify to say that this motor is good to be used. This is just the first stage. The electricians will be able to tell us to say that the motor is good to use or not. And then we've got auto electricians. As we can see here, these are just starter motors. So any equipment which is being brought behind there, you can see the buses, there's even a truck there. So these auto electricians, they are the ones who takes good care of our vehicles in terms of electrical. Whatever fault that we have in terms of electrical, we've got competent people within the departments who are able to assist us in terms of repair works to make sure that the equipment or the vehicle is in good use. So we've got two types of repairs. We've got heavy equipment repair and auto repairers. So these people, they repair and service heavy equipment together with light equipment vehicles. The heavy equipment, we are talking of loaders, excavators, we've got the tippers, the tipper trucks, and then the light vehicles, the ones that we normally use, the cars and everything. So all these people, they maintain the engines, the transmission, the hydraulics, and the braking system. In the process of doing that, they normally make sure that the equipment operates safely and efficiently. And we do support the availability of mobile plant and transport units. So as you can see, it is a gender department. There is a lady here. And then we've got the heavy equipment repairs. These are the ones who operate the loaders and the excavators. So even at aggregate crushing plant, we've got the operators of the loader, like I said, the ones who load and offload the materials from aggregate. This is just an excavator. It normally assists us in one way or the other in terms of what is supposed to be done, in terms of even the dam that we have. It normally assists us to work on that one. So in terms of safety, we normally have, like I said, safety meetings for 5 minutes to 10 so that we are unable to make any mistakes in terms of work that we are given at the moment. So this is just a safety meeting, and then it's also a safety meeting from garage. And then as a department, we are able to comply with the statutory, the company standards. We do adhere to national laws and regulations, safety requirements, and then we are able to follow the company policies, procedures, and then the work instructions. In terms of safety, we are well equipped, and where we are behind, we normally engage the safety department. We are coming to the end of our program. I would like to say thank you for being attentive, and I would like to thank you for this opportunity given to us. As I say, thank you very much to every one of you.